Okay, advanced math kiddos, we are moving into chapter A. A is an apple. So we're going to go through A1, which is kind of a review. It's on rational numbers. If you want to follow along with notes, you can go to page 504. Okay, so just to review rational numbers, integers is one of your vocabulary words. It is a set of whole numbers and their opposites. So +1, -1, +2, -2. Rational numbers. A rational number is a number that can be written as a divided by b, where a and b are integers and b cannot equal 0. I like to think of rational numbers as the numbers in between whole numbers that are positive and negative. So like negative decimals, negative fractions, negative mixed numbers. Those are going to be your rational numbers. You'll also see like square roots of a number when you get further along in your math. Absolute value. We're going to go over absolute value. Absolute value of a number is the distance from 0 on a number line. I like to think of these as always positive. So these are bars, like a bar on each side of a number. It'll be a number, but it's a letter A there. So if you see two bars on the sides of a number, they want the absolute value of it, and they just want the distance from 0. So here's an example. Absolute value of 4 and absolute value of -4 have an absolute value of 4 because they are 4 places from 0 in both directions. So it's always positive. If you're taking the absolute value of a negative number, it will be positive, and if you take the absolute value of a positive number, it will be positive. They're pretty easy, so don't overthink it. Find the absolute value. So see if you can do this. Find the absolute value of -3. What do you think it is? And the absolute value of 1 1/4. Okay, you just remove the bars, remove any negative number or negative signs. So the absolute value of a -3 is 3. And the absolute value of 1 1/4 is 1 1/4. Here's two more examples. I like to think of them as always positive. Okay, let's see how we can compare rational numbers. So they want you to compare the absolute value of -2.5 and 3/2, or 3/2. So first we need to figure out what is the absolute value of -2.5. That would be 2.5. And then what is 3/2 as a decimal, so we can compare decimals. So 3 divided by 2 is going to give you 1.5. So which one's bigger? 2.5 or 1.5? So the way that you have to write it is you have to go back to the original problem and you have to rewrite it that way. So absolute value of -2.5 is greater than 3/2. Okay, another one. Compare the absolute value of -2 and 0. Well, let's find the absolute value of -2. That's going to be a +2. It's 2 places away from 0. And then 0 is just 0. So for this one, we're going to go back to the original, and we're going to say the absolute value of -2 is greater than 0. All right, the assignment for this is pretty easy. It shouldn't take you very long. You can work out of the textbook, page 507. I would like you to do numbers 12 through 27 and 28 through 34. Check your odd numbers in the back of the book, take a picture of it completed, and email it to me. Or you can go to bigideasmath.com. There will be a chapter A1 assignment. You can check all of your answers twice in there and make sure you submit to get credit. Okay, if you have any questions at all, you can email me, banksA@wbsdweb.com. Good luck.